Hello again, NACA. This week I got a call out of the Eastern region, and I was asked a question. What's my position on the agency's plan to try and realign the Newark area out of N90 and move it to Philadelphia? Now, my opponent in this race was asked the same question while he was at the fuel bar at CFS back in September. His answer is his story to tell. You might want to ask him. To prepare for this question, I want to make sure I fully understood the issues. So I made a couple calls. I spoke with N90 FAC Rep Joe Segreto, Philadelphia FAC Rep Chris Perks, Eastern Region RVP Brian Schallenberger, and the National Realignment Representative Scott Robillard. Let me start by saying that I'm going to leave it up to the experts to tell me whether or not it would be effective or even efficient to break off Newark area's 1 million annual operations from the rest of the New York airports and have two different terminal facilities work the same New York Class Bravo airspace. But I do know that if any realignment, short of closing a facility like what happened in my region with K90, employees should never be forced to relocate. In the N90 case, after not being able to secure volunteers to facilitate the agency's project, the agency issued forced TDY letters to every employee in the Newark area for a term of 2 years. In total, that letter went out to 30 union members, and by extension, their families. Yes, that's right. For the FAA to make their project work, every member of the Newark area would have to work at Philadelphia to train their replacements. Then they could go home. Stop and think about what that means. What it means is that if you give this away here in New York, it can happen anywhere. Here's a couple of examples. Listen, you finally made it to DFW Tower after being at an ATC 7 for 7 years. You trained for 15 months and you achieved CPC status. The DFW membership is so excited. We just reached 95% staffing. There's a problem. O'Hare Tower, they just lost 2 more CPCs to retirement. They're now 60% staffed. If it worked at N90 in Philadelphia, it could work here. So off goes 7 CPCs from DFW to O'Hare for 2 years forced TDY because the agency had an itch to scratch. ZKC, they're at 89% staffed, and ZSU, 59% staffed. Sign up 20 ZKC CPCs for a 2-year forced TDY to Puerto Rico. And then there's the seasonal example. Nantucket, Massachusetts, and Napa Valley have the exact same seasonal traffic. Given this approach, why staff either? Just force them TDY back and forth at the whim of the agency. When you're short-sighted and you don't see the ramifications of your actions, you make bad decisions. NACA is a labor union. It's about pay, benefits, and working conditions. There is no bigger working condition than the place that you choose to work. Take care.